Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. So Indris is about to leave rated recruitment in 5 days from now on the global server, and I'm going to talk about why I think that it is a pretty safe option if you completely skip his rated recruitment banner. And I think the only actual game mode where Indris is going to see potentially some use, not even confirmed, is going to be Ravaged Realm. And even if that is the case, he's the first hero on rated recruitment of the season, which means we have the whole 4 months to have him on your wish list, regular or epic recruitment wish list, and gradually get him over time. Even if he is used for Ravaged Realm, maybe he could even work at lower ascension. Some heroes do perform decently even before that, but it does seem like for Indris that most likely, if he will be useful, he will want to have Supreme Plus. But anyway, the reason why I say skip is he is not useful for anything in Dream Realm right now, and nothing is going to change when we make it to Endless bosses. He's going to have even less of a chance of being useful, so he's basically not useful in Dream Realm. In AFK stages, I haven't seen any record formation, not even one, using him in AFK stages. And then now, of course, Legend Trials has become in actually important game mode. Like building teams and heroes which do well in Legend Trials is actually as important as AFK stages this season, because it allows you to push hard and get more season EXP. However, Indris, I was not really seeing at all in the recommended formation, so even there, he's not really useful. So the only idea that he could be good for is Ravaged Realm, and again, there's no guarantee about that. So that means, all summed up, he is a completely passable hero. You want to be very particular with who you invest into, especially if you're a free-to-play or light spender player. Usually you can only build up maybe 3 of the 7 or 8 different heroes which appear on rated recruitment per season, and Daimon is one hero which people are building up. Maybe you've even already taken him to Supreme Plus, but Daimon can also work at lower ascension. You can gradually build him up too. But he is one of the strong heroes of the season, and like we said, we're gonna have 5 to 6 more heroes this season. We don't know how strong they're gonna be. Most likely, we're gonna have Valera and Zany. We've seen a bit of them, of what they can do, and I'm not completely convinced that either of them are gonna be must-haves for your account either. But definitely, Indris is one of those heroes you want to avoid and either gradually build on your wish list or completely skip. Now, talking about why I think that he most likely is gonna have some Ravaged Realm use. Even though the Wilder Sylvan squad for Ravaged Realm, by the way, if you guys don't know what Ravaged Realm is, at the end of each season, there is this fight against a boss, and you're then going to be limited to different squads. One of them is Sylvan squad, where you can only use Wilder faction heroes, and then a couple Celestial Hypogeans like Rainier and the Twins. But the thing is, because the Wilder faction gets to use Rainier and the Twins, which are the 2 best, basically, boss content killers, support heroes, they're basically always going to be used if you have them built. On top of that, the Wilder faction has some strong damage deals like Lenya, Pheromore, Lily May. They have some really good heroes for boss killing content, which are definitely almost always going to be seen in Ravaged Realm. And then on top of that, if you need healing, Haywin usually is used always in Ravaged Realm. Sometimes Daimon is used, but in the recent Ravaged Realm, Daimon was actually skipped for other heroes which could be run. I do think Indris has a pretty good likelihood of being good for Ravaged Realm because he has the defense shred. Those debuffs are going to help your whole team. Imagine you have him on your first team for Ravaged Realm, then you have 5 allies on that team who are all benefiting from this damage reduction to increase your damage score. So because of that, I do think he's probably going to be good for Ravaged Realm. And then on top of that, he has even further defense shredding with his Mythic Plus 10 exclusive equipment, but that is a higher upgrade, of course. And when you think about the team which was just used in the recent Ravaged Realm, Leica was not used. And that was kind of surprising because we thought Leica is a good support. She has attack speed buff for your whole team, decent damage of her own, but she was actually not being used. So part of Ravaged Realm also comes down to the charms which the heroes get during the season. Indris does have a good charm set. I can actually show you Indris's page right now because I did recruit for Indris, but I don't recommend you to recruit for Indris. I just recruited him so that I'm safe for if he is useful in Ravaged Realm. I'm going to have him on the account. But of course, I nothing like Paragon or anything like that because I think in PvP, yeah, I didn't even really mention it, but Indris is just not very good in PvP either. He has survival issues, and he's all really about his ultimate, which, I mean, ultimate dependent heroes, they have issues in PvP. He's probably not going to be able to cast it. So looking at his charms, his quality bonus this season is one of the stronger ones. Basically, the one I believe that Sinbad has, converting some of his normal attack damage into extra true damage, and also then bonus damage, and then also attack speed ramping. And already he has true damage procs on his normal attacks from some of his skill upgrades. So because of all of that, his charms are really good, and I do think he's gonna be a good damage dealer for a Ravaged Realm, most likely, as well as a debuffer, because you're limited into which heroes you can bring in, because each squad can only have that basically faction of heroes, along with a couple Celestial Hypogeans or one-dimensional hero. So that is why I do think he will be good for Ravaged Realm, but that's not enough of a reason to build him, because when you look at the other wild heroes, there will definitely be a good replacement if, for example, you don't have Indris. Even like, for example, in the slot that Indris is taking on a team, you could use Leica on that team, because she's also kind of a supporter and sub-DPS damage dealer. You could use Floribel, who is also a decent damage dealer in the recent Ravaged Realm. Pheromore is always going to be used. Like, Pheromore, Lenya, Lilymay, these are the 3 top damages for the wild faction. They will always be used in every Ravaged Realm. I can't even imagine a circumstance that they're not, unless somehow melee heroes are not useful in a Ravaged Realm. Even in the past, Parissa has been really good, especially if they're summoning related bosses. Parissa has been the star damage dealer. But this one, Floribel was the best, because you are more benefited by having more multi-hits rather than like AoE damage. So Floribel was better. But Indris, I definitely think, like, I mean, 70-80% chance, in my opinion, that he will be good for Ravaged Realm. But again, there'll probably be replacements for him that won't hurt your score too much. And like, just a hero for Ravaged Realm use, that's not a hero you want to recruit on rated recruitment. If anything, you gradually get them to the wish list, and that is going to be, well, I'll advise most people when he comes off wishlist in 5 days from right now, if you can spare a slot for him in your faction wishlist, then try to get it on both this. And if you can even spare a slot on epic recruitment, go ahead and get that. Like, I think there are certain heroes which are really key upgrades, priorities for Paragon. But then apart from that, your wishlist slots should use like build up heroes gradually to Supreme Plus, which could have some meta use, and even Ravaged Realm heroes. I think eventually you do want to build up your Ravaged Realm heroes, and like, of course, I understand you want to Paragon key heroes. Like in Wild Faction, there are a lot of good PvP heroes. Tassi, Lilymay, top 2, and then even Iron really good as well. So like, it's difficult. They're all fighting for the place on the wish list. But I think if you, I mean, I would probably say always Tassi, Lilymay on the wishlist until they're maxed from on Paragon tier. But then if they are already there, then you can save one spot for Indris, for example. Or honestly, you can even totally skip him. When it comes to heroes which are like just potential Ravaged Realm use, you can just completely full skip them and just use replacement options like we said. And it's just going to save you a lot. But just a quick mention about Daimon and then Paragoning him or not Paragoning him. Daimon is a very good hero, but like I said, he works at low copies, so you can get 1 or 2 copies, whatever you can afford, and then wishlist him later on and complete him that way. That's totally fine. If you have plenty of resources, you can just get him all the way to Supreme Plus right now, day 1, and that is also going to be really useful for like his Primal Lord, and then if he does have any Dream Realm usage and also AFK stages, he's pretty good. But Paragon, as of right now, there being people in my district, of course, who have Paragon for Daimon. I've fought against them in Supreme Arena, a couple, I think 2 different players. Even in regular arena, my guildmate was running it. And Daimon is fine, but nothing spectacular. I think that his Fear and Frighten in regular arena is pretty interesting, but I still was able to beat a comp using Daimon, and like, I do honestly believe there are better heroes that could have been running that comp rather than Daimon. So Daimon as a hero for PvP, he's solid, definitely, but I would not say he's like a top tier. He's not like Bonnie, Lilymay, Tassi, Siren, you know, those heroes that like, above all else, those are the top Paragon priorities on everyone's account. Even Shamira, top at the top, because she's like a hyper carry who can win your team the fight. Daimon, I would just try to make use of him at Supreme Plus. But maybe at the end of the radar banner, I will make another video talking about it, or maybe even decide myself. As of right now, I'm pretty convinced I'm going to leave him at Supreme Plus and just save, even though I have a lot of diamonds. The thing is, you never know when that meta PvP hero comes out. There's usually always 1 or 2 per season. We had, in the previous season, Siren, and we had Shamira. both meta PvP heroes. And then, you know, dimensional faction heroes, they also use diamonds. And so if that comes out, a dimensional faction hero, which eventually will come out again, you want to have diamonds saved up to maybe even Paragon that hero if it's a key PvP hero, because that's like, you will never be able to build that hero at that same cost again later on down the road. So that's kind of why, like, obviously I'm saving a lot of diamonds, but I'm also doing it in a way to be smart, because I know every season there's at least 2, sometimes even more than that, game-breaking PvP heroes. Like, even if we just look back in the Song of Strife season, it was Lily May. I can't remember. There was Lenya as well, which, I mean, you don't necessarily consider game-breaking, but for PvP, but pretty good. And then in the Waves of Intrigue season, Waves of Intrigue season was a little bit off, right? Like, Waves of Intrigue, I can't even remember. I know there were Sonya there and Hugin. Hugin was, but like, we figured out that he was good for PvP later down the road after his Raid Up Recruitment banner ended. I'm totally drawing a blank on the Waves of Intrigue season. Yeah, I think actually they weren't that good, right? Or Tossie was the one. She was the one. But like the Nara and Hodgkin, not so good. So yeah, I guess that was a weaker season. But then Echoes, the Chains of Eternity, we had Siren and Shmear, like we said. Even Kalin to an extent, but I wouldn't really consider him top tier like Paragon Pro or anything. And now this season, we have Valera coming up. That's the one I'm most interested about because she has haste debuffs across the entire enemy team, and debuffs are so valuable in PvP. They can swing the tides of the fight, and so I'm really have my eyes open for her and her full kit and like some testing, and I think she might be coming soon. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. That's going to be it for this one. If you have any other opinions or thoughts about Indris or just in general Raid Up recruitment, feel free to share them in the comments section down below. But thanks for watching. I'll hope to see you guys in the next video. If you're not already subscribed to our YouTube channel, please smash that subscribe button. Also, feel free to join my AFK Journey Discord server. There's a link to that in the description of this video. And finally, if you're thinking about making a purchase in AFK Journey, please use my affiliate link for the official Farlight store. There will be a link to that in the description of this video and a pinned comment. There's the best way you can support me at no extra cost to you. So thanks for watching. I'll hopefully see you in the next video. And until then, everyone, peace out for now.